Hey, 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 my creators. How are you? What did you create today? Put in the comments and let me know if you implemented any of the strategies and little tips and tricks that I've been showing you. So, anyway, I wanted to give you a little quick video on how to make really cool social media posts and animated videos for your business or even for, personal use. So, let's get started. I'm on canva.com, of course, and I have a pro account. For those of you who don't know, I love the pro version because there's so many um, elements and tools that are really important, like the background remover, so many things that are just not available in the free. So if you're going to use Canva, I really recommend that you use the paid version. It's not that expensive. I think it's like $12.99 a month. And if you buy a yearly subscription, which is what I recommend, I think they discount it. It's less I think it's less than like $10 a month when you divide it up if you buy an annual subscription. So, anyway, let's get started. I clicked on, as always, create a new design, which is right over here to the left. It's kind of grayed out, shadowed out a little bit because I've already clicked on it. So, when you do click on it, if this does not appear, 1080 by 1080, then you would type it in here. These are pixels, not inches, pixels. And most social media posts, at least for Instagram, and also they work well for Facebook, the size is 1080 by 1080. So we are going to click on that, make sure that the units is chosen first, because if you don't, then you're going to have to retype it all. It's going to come out crazy. So make sure that the units is typed first if it's not down here already. The reason that this is already appearing down here is because I've created many designs already. So Canva knows that this is one of the designs that design sizes that I use. So I'm going to click on 1080 by 1080, and it's going to give me a perfectly square image, or not image, but a workspace, which you can see right here. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to go to photos this time, and we are going to create a simple um, social media posts for people who have businesses. Maybe you have a clothing store or something that you want to advertise, a professional business. So let's pretend we have a clothing store, and we are going to first find an image. So I went to photos before starting this video, and I typed in African American fashion model, I believe. And so this came up. So I'm going to use this one. And sometimes you notice when you first put the image on Canva, it may turn out a little blurry, but after a little while, it's going to clear up. So we've got this pretty lady here, and we are going to click on the background remover because I want only her. I don't want this background. We're going to do something different with the background. So again, this is a pro feature. It's only available in pro. So make sure you get the pro version if you can. So now let's click on background remover, and Canva is working to remove the background. It has done that. And I have to give kudos to Canva because it used to be that when it removed the background, you then had to click and say done. You don't even have to do that anymore. It just does it and it is done. So now I'm going to click off of her. I'm going to make the screen a little bit smaller so I can see the bottom of the workspace. I am going to now click on the workspace itself, and we're going to change this background to something different. Um, if you notice over here where it says photo colors, this is a replica of the photo itself. And so what Canva does, it pulls in the colors from any photos or images that you insert into your workspace. So this image had gray. The gray was the background before we removed it. Her outfit is blue. It's some other shades of gray and some brown and black for her hair. So it's great because it kind of gives you a modified look. But we're going to use a gradient tone today. So I'm going to click on this gradient right here, and that is now the background. So we are going to move this lady down a little bit. I'm just going to crop her or crop the image a little bit, and I'm going to make her a little larger, and I still want her in the middle. Now I want to go over to text, and Canva has some font combinations that are already available for you to use. And most of these are also pro account um, features, but this one in particular is not. And I want to use this one here. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to pop over to Canva. And I am going to drag the corners out so that it fills the back. And what you'll notice, you'll see a button here that says ungroup. That lets you know that this item is grouped. So these are probably different text boxes and they're grouped together. So I want to ungroup them because I do not want all of them. I am going to remove the ones that are outlined for this design. I'm just going to use the solid color ones. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this text color by hovering over the text color box, and I'm going to change this to, let's say, maybe a darker blue. So this blue right here, or this box, I'm going to move this up a little bit, and I am going to duplicate it. And I'm going to pull it down a little bit. Let's put it about right there. And now what I'm going to do, since I have two of them, instead of repeating this over and over, I'm going to hold down my mouse key. You can do it two ways. You can hold down your mouse key and hover over the two of them so that it grabs them. Or you can choose one with your mouse, hold the shift key, and then choose the other as well. Either way. So now what I want to do, I want to hit this plus sign right here, and it's going to duplicate those two boxes. So I want them to be just about even. And if you notice, I don't know if you can see the little 44 that comes up. That is showing you that that's the amount of space that's between the boxes. So let's hit duplicate again, and it's doing it one more time. Now, if you notice at the bottom, I don't have room for two of these. So I'm going to click off of the workspace. I'm going to click on one box, and I'm going to duplicate that one box. And I'm going to kind of move that into place. Now with Canva, you can easily line things up. So I'm going to select all of these. And be careful not to go too far in, because if you go too far in, you are going to select the photo of the woman. I don't want that. So we're just going to select the boxes. Now, when I do that, I want to do a couple of things. I want to, one, choose the position right up here to the right. Click on that, and I want to put all of these to the back. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing I want to do, I want to change the look of these. I don't want them all to be this dark blue, but I want them to still be blue. So if you click on the first box, if you go over here to this little transparency box, you see the word transparency comes up. Let me see if I can make this a little larger so you can see. Did that make it larger? No, I guess it didn't make the word larger, but that is the box. So let me make this a little smaller again. So you want to hover over this box, and you'll see that the transparency is 100. If we move this button up and down, the transparency is 0. and we want to put it back to 100. So we want to leave that at 100. But as we go down, we want to make the transparency lighter and lighter for each one. So let's say if this is 100, let's see if I made this 80, 60, 40, 20, 10, and no, that wouldn't work. So let's make it 100. Let's reduce them by 15. So this would be 100, 85, 70, 55. Was it 35, 20, and then 5? Would that be right? Yeah. Okay, so let's reduce this one by 15. So I'm going to go back to transparency. I'm going to type 85. And one thing I have noticed about Canva, if I just click out of this box, it won't change it. So I'm going to hit my tab key because tab seems to really uh, make it make your choice stay. So now I'm going to go to the third box. I'm going to click on transparency again. We're reducing it by 15. So we had 100, then we had 85. So this one should be 70. And we're going to keep doing that. This one should be 55. Tab. You know what? With this one, I think I did not hit the tab key and it didn't take. So let me go back to here. See what I mean? It's still 100. So this should be 70, and let me hit the tab key. Now, do you see it changed it? Okay, this one should be 55. So 55 and tab. This one should be 40 and tab. This one should be 25 and tab. And this one should be 10 and tab. Okay, so you see what I mean? These are all blue, but the transparency has changed. So this is beautiful. So now I want to make her, I think I want to make her maybe a little bit larger. Move her over a little bit in the middle. And now we want to put some text on top to talk about what the cell is or something else in there. So I'm going to choose this one. This is a free. If I'm over here with the font combinations, I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to click it and it's going to pop over to Canva. And I'm going to put it down here. Kind of put it right there. And we're going to put some information in here. I don't have to ungroup this time. So I'm going to put in here, what do we call this? A romper? Romper classic jumpsuit. Jumper. Romper classic jumpers. Okay. And then maybe we want to say something like on sale now or something like that. So now I'm going to ungroup this because this text box I want to duplicate. So let's put this maybe right here. Where can we put this, guys? Oh no, you know what I want to do? Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's go over to elements and let's type in sale because I want to get a cute little sale button or something. So let's see. Okay, we might use that. Yeah. So you see, you can use so many different little elements and things like that for your designs. Make it a little bigger. And maybe we want to say 20%. 20% off. Okay, so let's choose this one. And you see, guys, a lot of these are I don't like that one. A lot of these are the pro ones. So you definitely probably want to think about getting Canva Pro if you can. Okay, I like this. We're going to move her over a little bit. So now we have a simple little flyer. So, of course, if you want to put more information, if you want to put your store information and all of that on here, but I'm assuming if you have a business, if you have a website, you could just upload this to your website because people already know what your business is. But if they don't, just, click on this text box, duplicate it, and then type in whatever information you want. You can change this text by clicking on the text box, and all of the different text styles and fonts will appear over here to your left. And remember, anything with a crown on it, you cannot use if you don't have a Canva Pro account. So just keep that in mind. But for right now, I'm going to delete this. Let me tell you something else that's really cool about Canva. If you go back to Elements and you type in social media icons, Canva has social media icons for you to use. And let's say you specifically want one for Instagram. You can type that in there, and it has, Instagram icons in here. So you can, if you want to do that, you're welcome to. It has Facebook, YouTube, anything that you want to do is there. So let's just click on this one, put that down here. That's kind of big. And then let's duplicate that. Now I can make this text smaller by either grabbing the edge of the text box and making it smaller by dragging it up or down, or I can, while the text box is still chosen, I can go up to the font size box and I can change the font that way, either up or down. You can also, let's make this smaller. You can also click on effects and you can outline it. You can do whatever you'd like to do. You can make the thickness of the outline larger or smaller. You can change the color of the outline. So let's make this, let's see, we can make it a green or something to kind of stick out. Whatever you want to do. It's the choices are really limitless. So right here, we might type in follow us or whatever you want to choose. At And you can put your social media name in there, and then have your icon so people can follow you. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. So there you got your cute romper. And if you want to do something to this text as well, you can also click on effects. You can outline it. That's nice. You can, anything you want to do. It really is just completely up to you as to what you want to do, how you want to do it. Anything you want to do. If you don't like something, you can quickly undo it by clicking on the undo tab up here. And you can click undo as many times as you want to get back to the original. So there we go. So now let me show you what you would do if you are ready to upload this to your social media profile. Now, Canva is so cool that when you share it, you can actually, if you have your social media account connected to your Canva account, you can actually share it through Canva. You can do that. But sometimes people have multiple social media accounts, so you might just want to download it because maybe you just want to quickly, upload it to a particular place, maybe on Facebook or something like that. But you can definitely share it through Canva here. And if you click on See All, it shows you all of the different social media platforms that you can download your file to. So right now, we are just going to download the file. And because it is just going to be seen on the computer, I would just choose a JPEG because it's a smaller file, and sometimes you're limited in the space that you may have on different platforms. So just remember, a PNG is best for illustrations and things like that. A JPEG is best for sharing, and they do show you, they tell you that right there, right? So you would just click on JPEG, and you click on download, and it would start downloading your file to your computer. From there, you would upload that file into your Facebook, Instagram, or wherever you need to upload it. Now, one thing to remember about this is that, remember in previous videos, I told you anytime you download an image from Canva, the DPI is only 96. But if you remember, I also told you that 96 is a perfect DPI, which is the resolution basically of the image. It's perfect for uploading to any type of social media platforms because, as you can see on the computer here, right? Even if I zoom in, you can see how clear this is, right? It's beautiful. So it doesn't have to be anything larger than a 96 DPI for your social media platforms. So now that we've created this lovely design, let me show you how you can actually make this into a video, which you can also upload to your social media platforms. This same size also fits well on Instagram as well as Facebook. So there are a couple things that we can do. We can decide to, I'm going to hold the shift key and I'm going to um, choose all of the text boxes that say limited time only. And I am now going to choose to animate them. So let's say we want, you can do, look at this. This is the breathe function. You can do baseline, you can do tectonic, whichever one that you choose. What else can we do? Clarify, so many different ones. So whatever you choose to do, Canva can do it. So let's just choose the baseline. I like that. And then let's say we want her to move as well. So I've chosen the image of the woman and I'm going to animate her as well. Click on animate and you can blur her in or out. You can wipe her across. So like I said, just choose whatever you want. You can do photo rise, photo zoom, whatever. You can rotate it. She can flicker in and out. She can pulse. So let's see. Let's just do, we can do pop, wipe. I like the blur. Let's do the blur. So you can choose to animate any and every element on the workspace if you like. So let's choose animate again here for the sale and the 20%. And let's choose pan. And you can choose the speed of it. You can choose if you only want it to pan when it enters. You can choose both exit and enter, or you can choose just to exit. So I'm just going to choose on enter for now. Okay, so now to see what it looks like, you click on up to the right, you see where it says 5 seconds. This is letting you know how long your video is. So if we choose that, it's showing you what your video looks like. Okay, and at the bottom, you can choose to replay it. So that's what your video looks like. So if you want it to be more dramatic, you can do that. You can just go back and change whatever you want. So let's change her to, let's choose stump. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, yeah, I like that one a little better. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you a quick little tutorial on making a quick little social media post and video for your brand, your business. And this is not limited to fashion. You can make this for real estate designs, if you're a real estate agent, a travel agent, whatever you are. And you're not limited to businesses. You could make these designs also for, let's say you have a page where you like to inspire people. You could make posts like that. So I'll do a video soon on how you can use quotes to make your page really pop out as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this and keep on being creative. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye bye.